Hi, this is Dorothy again. My presentation today is on personalized learning. I present this to the student body of the university. And so personalized learning is an instruction that offers pedagogy, curriculum, learning environments to meet the individual student needs. The experience is tailored to learning preferences, specific interests of different learners in a personalization learning environment. The learning objectives and content, as well as the method and the pace, may vary. Personalization also encompasses different instruction that supports students' progress based on subject matter mastery. So today I have a couple of articles in regards to personalized learning. My first article is from Dreambox Learning. They have a different approach to learning that can personalize learning in a non-traditional way. To them, learning can be complicated. It can be different. Research has shown doesn't happen in a straight line or easy progression because learning is true personalization and can't be substituted. Learning is complex, interconnected web, particularly in early elementary grades. Students need to have the opportunity to learn concepts, construct their own knowledge and understanding in the way that honors the student's ideas. So, what are some different ways that they can learn that promotes the personalized learning? We know from science, learning students' ownership and agencies promote learning. We also hear consistently from employers. They look for people who are self-directed. As so, we need to guide students to set the goals for them. Then we discussed that more time teachers have to focus. They need to be able to focus on that individual student. Instructional models centered around personalized learning provide time for teachers to focus on each student in different ways. For example, teachers that spend time understanding students' interests can, in one-on-one tutoring, get to know the needs of each of the students they support by doing things like renewing their past work, working together on current assignments, and blended learning. The path maybe district partners choose. Teachers often use time and space differently to give students more time in small groups or individual work. More student-centered, engaging, tailored to the individual needs, skills, and interests of the students. Personalized learning enables students to take their own ownership of learning. Students feel happier about the learning process. The classroom becomes a space of discovery, joy, and school becomes a place where they want to be. They're more prepared for college, careers. Industrial era is over. We cannot teach students the way we were taught. Traditional models of education born industry age, one size fits all, does not meet the needs of the modern economy. Then let's go and talk from another article of research that I went over, and this is Me Educators. 6 ways to increase personalized learning in the classroom, from Christy Newmeyers. She talks about 6 ways to increase personalized learning in the classroom. Her example given, it's mid-year, time to reevaluate students' progress. What kind of growth have they made? What goals do they still need to meet? What about those state assessments? They'll be here before you know it. Here are some of the easy tips for increasing personalized instructions and maximizing student growth. Setting goals. What better way to get students back on track than setting some goals? This is truly a lifelong lesson. Setting goals helps students to gain focus, give direction, and can get to be a motivator. Then we talk about student conferences. This first tip lends itself to this step. It is important for the students to think about and make their own goals. Yet it's imperative for you to guide them, setting time aside to meet with each student individually and discuss goals that will help them succeed. And number 3, give them choices. During work time, it's important for you to give the students the choices. This include flexible seating or marker space. Giving choices creates independent workers and students and holds them accountable for their goals. For example, if a student has a goal in writing, then during work time, he or she should choose a technology or to research writing topics, or with old-fashioned paper and pen and paper, tackle the writing goal. Then, number 4, learning apps. There are many apps out there that allow the students to work at their own pace. Some of these apps will give students an initial assessment before they can work. Number 5, individual work badges and tubs. This may take a little time initially, but it can pay off in the end. Give a student a bag or a tub containing learning activities suited to their specific needs. For example, one student may have an addition flashcard, sight words, or appropriate leveled book, comprehensive questions, and another student may have multiplication on flashcards, higher level sight words, or appropriate level book and specific writing topics from which they choose. Number 6, independent projects. Allow students to create and explore the topics they have learned about by giving the student the type of freedom that they will be more motivated and engaged in the learning experience. In conclusion, not one size fits all curriculum will not meet the needs of each student. It is hard to make transition from traditional settings to personalized learning. It's still a work in progress. Don't give up control. Start small, collaborate with the students. Don't be afraid to make mistakes along the way. And this is the conclusion of my broadcast today. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great evening.